Hello and welcome. This is spontaneous. This was not even planned. Welcome. God, I've not done this for absolutely ages. My name's Steve Beckles-Bushier, and I thought I'd do this very kind of spontaneous post kind of video thing. Not done it for a while. I've been just so busy with studying and working as well. And I thought, do you know what? I'm missing this. I'm really missing this. So I thought, put aside a bit of studying and I'll just jump on here and do a quick blurb. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. But anyway, look, guys, great to connect. Great to be kind of on the Facebook Live. Not done it for a while. What I've been doing, I've been working. Fridays has been a massive day for me for projects. I'm on a big project in the moment, so my Fridays are fully booked up, and obviously the studying as well. Loving that. Got a passion doing that. With the CBT is great. I'm also doing an A-level in psychology. Don't ask me why, but it's part and parcel of just one of the things I want to do. And that's part. I think what I want to talk about is change. And you might have seen in my thing along the bottom, the only thing constant in life is change. And I just thought I'd jump on here and just talk a little bit about what change is and what change means to me. A lot of changes has happened in my life, just from mentally learning more, health as well. But what I really want to talk about is what changes you can do for yourself. And hopefully I'm going to give you some tips and techniques around that. It sounds weird saying it, but let's get into it. First of all, I think there are 5 things that kind of hold back our belief systems, all right? And I kind of want to just talk about them. You might have heard me talk about them before, but I'm going to kind of put them into kind of a way you can maybe look at yourself and maybe implement them. The first thing is, and it's very important, is overthinking. One of the things that holds us back in doing what we really want to do is when we overthink, yeah? And when we overthink, it then gets us to a stop. We don't actually take action. So one of the things I want you to start thinking about, if you've got a belief that you want to overcome, is, are you overthinking? Because when you overthink, that's when things begin to stop. And you probably heard me say already that procrastination and perfectionism are often considered the same. Because a procrastinator won't do anything at all. A perfectionist will aim to get it absolutely perfect, and invariably it'll end up like the procrastinator. So overthinking, are you overthinking what you want to do? For example, lose weight. You know, if you want to lose weight, are you overthinking about losing weight, about going on a diet, about this and that and whatever? Stop overthinking about it and just do it. That's where Nike kind of got his strap line from. So just do it. Don't waste any time, just do it. And each small thing can make such a difference. So I read somewhere, the way you do anything is how you do everything. So just give that a try. Yeah, the small things, stop kind of overthinking about it, just doing it. And I'm sure you've heard me say already, the best thing to do is the right thing. The next thing to do is the wrong thing. But the worst thing to do is nothing at all. So take some action on the first thing. So that's overthinking. Let's stop overthinking, right? Step number 2 is worrying. Similar to overthinking, but worrying. We worry an awful lot, don't we? Just as human beings, and it's a natural kind of emotion. But our worrying, again, is keeping us still because it hasn't happened. And yet you're worrying about something that hasn't happened. That just doesn't make sense. So let's go back to losing weight. If you want to lose weight, don't worry that you're going to give up. I've got a good friend of mine, she wants to lose weight. She says, Steve, but the problem is, I know I'm going to fail and I'm just really worried about it. It's like, you've got to stop that, yeah? What you need to do is say, right, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to take some action. And just take action, because you're going to get a result either way, okay? Now, I'm applying this, for example, for losing weight, but it could be for anything, okay? The next thing is being aware how other people influence your decisions. Now, you'll probably agree there are people around us that when you've made your mind to do something and then you tell them, often they say to you, I don't think that's a good idea, mate. I don't think that's going to work, because they're coming from their perspective, which I respect. But often they're family members that believe they know you really, really well, but you really want to change. So how can they tell you that, oh, you know, I've seen in the past, you've never done it? Because they're talking about the past, not about now. So the circles you keep are very important. I think it was Les Brown once said that the people you keep is a measure of how successful you're going to be in life. And if you're the brightest one in your group, you need to find a new group. And it's true, isn't it? Yeah. So think about the group that you're in. You know, is it affecting you? If you're trying to lose weight, are you around people that don't believe you can lose weight, or you're in a group that doesn't want to advance themselves, doesn't want to learn something new because they're going to affect you, and you won't do that either. The next thing is living in the now. This is the moment. This moment here I can control. And I've spoken about this on numerous occasions, but often what happens, we live in the past. If you want to find a negative person, I've done this so many times, is ask them how they are. And invariably they'll pick up a point, normally like years ago, that they'll bring into the conversation, and they'll say that's what's holding them down. And then I normally say, well, surely that was like months ago, that was years ago. Yeah, I know, but it's having such an effect on the way I am at the moment. It's like, this has to stop. Live in the now. If you live in this moment and you decide this moment, I'm going to get something done because I need to make a change, that's your now moment. No one can deny you of that moment because you've decided that it's your moment. So when you really think about it, think about all the things you want to do. I keep talking about losing weight, but it could be anything. It could be starting a new business. It could be, I don't know, just starting a new project. You want to start up something online or something. Start from your now and just focus on your now, because that's all you can control. And the last thing is, it's just being confident. Now, I know that's not easy. You can't just be confident. But sometimes in life, you've just got to, dare I say, wing it. How many times have you seen a swan on a lake, yeah, and it just looks so calm, yeah, and majestic, but underneath the feet are doing this, yeah? And I think sometimes, many times I think in life, you have to kind of just put that brave face ahead and don't worry too much about how you feel. Now, finding a coach, finding someone that can support your positive feelings can really help. And I've got a coach, amazing guy, Adrian Williams. We're talking this morning about a new project I really want to get involved in. It really helps. And I read somewhere, sometimes you've got to believe in somebody else's belief in you before your belief kicks in. So finding a coach, finding someone that really has got your back. You know those people that got your back. You know the people that got your back because they were the people that were still around when things were hitting the fan. All right? You know those people. And you know those kind of sometimes kind of going and going. You know those people that are not around, okay? So those 5 things, I really believe, can really help you in change. And that's really what I'm talking about, is kind of making a change. And I think many of us are in situations which are fine. And if you're fine there's no need to do anything. But what I will say, the only thing constant in life is change. So things will change. And I've noticed that working with my coach, I thought, you know what, I need to change things. And that could only happen with me making that decision. Right, now that's those 5 tips. Now I do want to give you like an extra bonus. And I call it the 24-hour challenge. And it's really, really cool. And I use it when I'm speaking, delivering, talking about growth mindset. Now it's 3 24-hour challenges I'm going to give you. I just want you to give them a try. So the first thing is ask yourself the question, when was the last thing you did something for the first time? So when was the last time you did something for the first time? All right. Now the whole idea is to take you out of that kind of doing the same thing all the time and then start thinking, do you know what? I'm actually going to try this. And this could be as simple as food. Yeah, going to a restaurant, because now we can go to restaurants, yeah, is ordering something you don't normally order. Now, if it makes you sick, don't order it. But if you've never tried it before, just give it a try. And what I want you to start thinking is that as soon as you start trying things you've never tried before, you start coming out of your, dare I say, your subconscious, your normal way of thinking, yeah? The other thing I want to share with you is something by a lady by the name of Dr. Carol Dweck, and she's the lady who talks about growth mindset. She says, don't ever say you can't do it, just say you haven't done it yet. And that's really simple. Yeah, I mean, you could do that now. So someone asks you something, don't automatically say no. Because I think, my experience, I've found a lot of people I've come across, and there are something, they'll say, no, I can't do that. And what happens, they don't open their mind to trying it. So if there's something in you that you don't believe you can do, don't say you don't believe you can do it. Just say, I haven't done it yet. Now you say this, and this is important. When you say you don't believe you can do it, what happens is a part of your brain that goes, zoom, it shuts down. Because words are powerful. And if you say you can't do it, your brain will say, really? Oh, brilliant. I'll go and do something else. Your brain's doing like 50,000 things a day. So when you say you can't do something, the brain's like, yeah, that's a job, because I can go and do something else. So instead of saying you can't do it, say, I can't do it yet. And it's just words I know, but I think words can be really powerful. So when you start kind of assessing what you're saying, so that's the first thing is think very carefully about what you're doing each day. Start something new, do something you've never done before. Then talk about the power of yet. Don't say you can't do it, say you haven't done it yet. And the last one, which is really important, most important I think, but all important, but this one's really important, is saying something negative. So what I'm trying to say is to avoid saying or doing a negative thing for 24 hours. Yeah, give yourself 24 hours not to say or do anything negative. Now, if you notice, I didn't say think anything negative because that's near on impossible. Because you turn on the radio or the TV, bang, you're just hit with all kinds of negativity. All right. So say or do, try to avoid saying or doing anything negative. Someone asks for help. Don't say you can't help them. Say, do you know what? I'll make every effort to get back to you if I can help it. Even if you believe, do you know what, I think I can't. What I'm trying to get you to do is move away from that negating that, or not negating, but going to that, no, I can't do it. No, I can't do it. No, I can't do it. Do you know what? I'll see. I'll get back to you. Do you know what? I'll let you know by 5 o'clock. And now, obviously, there are going to be cases where you're going to be thinking, well, Steve, I know I can't do it because I'm going to be busy. That's fair enough. But instead of rejecting before trying, just open your mind up a little bit. And that times up with one of the tips when I talk about doing something for the first time. Boom. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed that. That was a spontaneous orange room kind of delivery. I had no plans of it. I'm sitting there doing a bit of work and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to do a Facebook Live. Hopefully I'm going to do some more. I've got a lot of work coming up, so it is taking up a lot of my time by working, obviously, and studying as well. But I always love doing these. Guys, I hope you found it useful. Guys, apparently 21st of June is when things are going to relax to normal, inverted commas. Guys, I personally wouldn't bank on that 21st. Just bank on you being able to fulfill your life at this moment. Don't wait for another moment. Talk about doing it now. Guys, have an amazing weekend and thanks so much for listening. And also, guys, don't forget to go on Orange Online Learning. I've got all of these YouTube videos. I'm going to upload this one as well, and hopefully you can learn a lot from some of the words that I say. Guys, thanks so much and have a great weekend. Take care.